shoulder extension isometric hold for reactive strength, obviously, in a cable machine. So using a stretch strap here through the cable machine there, what we're going to do, I'll just show you really quickly and then I'll explain how to do it. Going to step forward. I'm in shoulder extension here and using all the tissue to hold it here. And then we're going to move through different ranges. But basically what's going to happen when we do this, you can see I've got the cable up a little bit higher than the floor, because what I want to do is I want to make sure that when I'm in extension, I don't have to go all the way back to extension, but when I'm back here in extension, this is sort of pulling backwards. If that's too low, it's sort of pulling my hands down. I'm not at the right angle. So all we're going to do, we're going to do this for 2 minutes in total. I'm going to be moving through a couple of different ranges. So we're going to call that your full extension, and we're going to come through to a more forward active sort of range. You're going to hold each one of those positions in at least 3 seconds, so 3 or 4 seconds, and then going back and forward. So as I come forward here, I'll start here. So this is, I'll count to 3. Once I've done my 3 seconds here, I'll come forward, and then I'm holding up here for 3. Once I've done that, I come back here, I've got 3 seconds back here. Hold up here for a few seconds up here as well. As we're doing this, make sure that, obviously I don't want your shoulders up here, make sure that you have your shoulders depressed. So you basically pull your scaps down, shoulders will be there. Now, you're gonna feel this through the front of your shoulder and some of the bicep tendon here as well. So a couple of options. If this is how you wanna do it, this is great. But what you can do is, and you're gonna wanna do this a little bit lighter if you do it with this little change, is we can actually come out a little bit wider here. So what that's gonna do, it's actually gonna hit more pec. So if you're doing this and you feel that for some reason your shoulder, your pec is gonna get a little bit more out of this than the bicep tendon for what you want, then obviously you can do this in a little bit more of a fly variation and come out a little bit wider to hit more pec. But if we're going for that shoulder extension and bicep tendon, then obviously this is the position that we want. So what you can do as you progress through this is you come up here, so you got your 3 seconds here, and then when you go back, rather than go back on it slow, just go back fast and then catch. So this is going to add a little bit more to the reactive strength. Reactive strength is just teaching the tissue the ability of creating stiffness, better quality connective tissue, all of that kind of stuff. If you want, what you can do is rather than just up here and back here, pick like a middle ground as well. So there, here, you'll find as you do it, over the space of that couple of minutes, you'll find that this position, that position, that position, you'll be able to feel maybe which is the part that's maybe a little bit more difficult for you, which particular position you feel is actually going to give you the most benefit out of it. So just play around with that. If you find that there's some middle ground as opposed to there or there that you find actually hits the tissue a little bit better, then that's fine. That's the place you do it at for you. That's it. Have fun.